Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with this.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another stout review. I am pumped to check this beer out tonight. From Modern Times Beer, we've been reviewing a lot of Modern Times stouts recently, and I love it. They're quickly becoming one of my favorite stout breweries. They're absolutely killing it with all the beers that I've been drinking. I love this base beer. I reviewed this earlier in the year, and I kind of lost my mind over it. So this is a variant. This is Modem Tones, which is an imperial stout. It says, but it's aged in Jamaican rum barrels, and they added cocoa and raspberries. So there's that sexy label. Their label art is just ridiculous. That is so clean and just straight fire. What is this? 14.4% alcohol by volume. I have had my brother-in-law Lane shared a bottle of Bottle Logic's Jam the Radar. I'm guessing this might be like that, except for this is rum barrels instead of bourbon barrels. So this was bottled sometime this year. It says, I think it would say 20, does it say 2018 on here? I don't, maybe it doesn't. I thought they were doing that, but maybe they don't. But whatever. Big ass Imperial Stout. I've been enjoying adjuncty stouts, so I'm interested to check this one out. This has been sitting out for about 40 minutes. It says on the label to let it warm up to about 55 degrees. It's probably about that. So proper glassware, beer tastes better in it. Let's give this one a pour. That's dark. Wow, I can smell that. It smells crazy. I love me some rum barrel aged beers. I don't know if I'm in the minority when it comes to that, but Pirate Bomb, I always talk about it, my favorite rum barrel aged beer ever. But I've enjoyed the other rum barrel aged beers that we reviewed. So, wow, this thing's pitch black, and it's got a dark AF head on it. It's that mocha brown khaki head that I love so much. There was like a quarter of a finger of head. It's dissipating super quick. 14%. When we swirl it, there's alcohol like streaking down. It looks absolutely killer in that glassware. So, yeah, this is probably perfect temperature. I need to go, I need to be like the Beautiful Beer Review channel and get a freaking, he's got a thermometer that he shoots into his beer, and he tells you exactly how, like, the temperature of beer. That's fire. I need one of those. So, let's shove our nose in this one, see what she smells like. Holy shit, this smells like, I might have told the story. When I was a kid, I was like 7 or 8. My grandma owned a Baskin Robbins, and me and my sister used to work there, which I'm pretty sure is against the law. I don't think a 7-year-old can work in a fucking ice cream shop, but I did. And there's this ice cream at Baskin Robbins. I don't remember the name of the flavor of it, but it was like a pink ice cream, and it had chunks of cherries in it. It smells just like this. That's exactly what I remember that ice cream smelling like. Holy crap. I know it says raspberries. I mean, it's a generic berry thing, but this smells like a cherry cordial, like cherries, like with that dark chocolate on it that you used to eat like during Christmas time, which is happening right now. This is crazy smelling. It's almost like if you were to make, if you were to take like seedy raspberry jam and put it on bread and take like, not Nutella because that's hazelnut, but if there's some sort of like chocolate spread like that and mixed it together to make like a peanut butter and raspberry jam sandwich, except for like chocolate kind of thing, that's what that would smell like. That's what I imagine it would smell like. It's so fudgy and chocolatey, and there's so much fruit in there. It does smell sweet, so I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I feel like this is gonna be super, I mean, people talk about pastry stouts. I think this is probably gonna be really, really sweet. I'm not the biggest like super sweet stout. I really like, I don't mind decadent, desserty, chocolatey beers, which without the raspberries, that's what this, and I think the base beer is like that too. I have to go back. I think it's really chocolatey, fudgy. This might be kind of over the top sweet, but who knows. This also reminds me, like if you had chocolate ice cream and you poured the raspberry Hershey syrup. They used to have, it was either strawberry syrup or one of them. It was like a pink syrup that you could put on ice cream. It reminds me of that. I'm like such a fat kid like right now that I'm Baskin Robbins, chocolate ice cream, Hershey syrup. This smells fucking crazy. So there's not like a whole lot of, there's not heat, there's no alcohol, and I'm also not smelling like any kind of barrel character just right now. It's just so overwhelmingly like berry and chocolatey forward. Like I always search for like that woody kind of something from the barrels. I don't get that in this. It smells crazy, so let's taste it. Cheers. The fucking mouthfeel of this beer is crazy. This tastes exactly how it smells. And I can't say that for, like, we'll always say, like, oh, taste follows the nose, and you're kind of like picking things out that you know thought you smelled, and oh yeah, it tastes like that. This tastes exactly like that. This tastes if you took a scoop of chocolate ice cream and put raspberry syrup on it. Holy shit. It is sweet though. Not quite like you're carrying a pole around because you need insulin for the beatus, but it's sweet. You get a little bit of that rum heat on the back of your tongue right after you swallow, but it's so seedy and even jammy. Like it tastes like, it tastes like there's jelly or jam. It's crazy. There's a little bit of like a, it's pretty dry on the finish, so that's kind of giving my tongue like this, almost like that barrely kind of, I always talk about like if you put a toothpick in your mouth after you eat and like you put the actual toothpick on your tongue and it's really dry, like that woody kind of a thing. It's got that on the finish. It's a dry beer on the finish. Like I could scrape my tongue, but the sweet finish from the raspberries is, it goes for days. It's still on my tongue. And it's so chocolatey fudgy. This smells like a sundae, or it tastes like a sundae. A chocolate sundae with raspberry sauce on it, whatever that is, raspberry syrup. Raspberry, I was gonna say hot fudge, but that's not right. Fudge is fudge, but it is fudgy too. This beer's crazy. It is sweet though. The mouthfeel is on point. However they're brewing Modem tones, because I remember the mouthfeel of the regular base beer being super chewy. This is really, really chewy. It's almost like chewy like brownie with fruit in it. They should do that with all the stouts that they brew. I think that would be a fantastic idea. So if you like sweet stouts, this is up your alley. If you like Jam the Radar, you'll love this beer. As it's warm too, and the more I sip on it, there's a little bit of this like kind of coconutty thing that I kind of would think it doesn't taste, I don't want to say it tastes like coconut, that sounds wrong, but it's got that kind of coconutty tropical thing. And tropical, don't think tropical like IPA, think tropical like Captain Morgan tropical. It's got kind of that on the finish, and I think that's from the rum barrels. I think that's what that's playing into. But like I said, there's a little bit of heat like on the back of your tongue. It goes into your chest as you're drinking it, so it's telling you it's a 14.5% beer. But it's fantastic. So I love this. I love this base beer, so this variant is awesome. You do have to like sweet stouts to like this beer though. So this is another A+ beer for me. This is like 96, 97. Really, really dig this. I'm going to share this with my wife. She's not a stout person, but I think she'll like this just because it's so super fudgy berry. I think she'll like that a lot, so we'll see. If not, I got a Solo Dome 14% stout. It's Friday. It's all right. We'll make it through. So that's Modem Tones Imperial Stout aged in Jamaican rum barrels with cocoa and raspberries. If you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about it. If not, seek this beer out. Especially if you're a Jam the Radar fan. Check this out. It's awesome. So I'm going 97. Good stuff. So I'm out of here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.